people. How are we doing? I'm gonna close this. How are we doing today? I'm gonna move this table a little bit closer to me so I can read the chats better. I know I have a lot of stuff on my table. I need to organize it. I like the way this bag sounds. I love the way brushes sound. But you can tell this one has had a time being a contour. Brushy. I only contour the outside of my face. I don't contour my nose. I really like the shape of my nose, which I used to not, but I like it now. There's a hair on this. Ugh, it's not my hair either. The first ASMR video I ever watched was, I think the account is called ASMR Psych Truth. And there was this lady with curly red hair, and she had that microphone thing that has like the ears on the side. And she had two brushes like this. They were big fluffy brushes. And she was like this on either side, and I was like, I love it. So that was my first ASMR video. What were yours? What were your? What? What were the first ASMR videos that you all saw? I had to think about how to phrase that. I don't know. The sentence structure just wasn't working in my brain. Hi, B Sith 213. How are you doing? Is it Sith like Star Wars Sith? I'm good. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. What kind of sounds do you like? Do a different brush too. Tapping. I'll tap my phone for you. Hi, Lauren. How you doing? Everybody, let's just quit our jobs. We literally can't. I like tapping sounds too. I have a couple things I could tap on. I have, mind you, my table's a disaster right now. I like this sound. I like the plasticky tapping sounds, but not plasticky rubbing sounds. Clicky barrette. I'll have to go find them. I like them. Oh, I like that too. I have this thing. My handy dandy clip. Hello, Argon. Hello. Why did I forget Goblin's name for like 2 seconds? I should really try to do triggers that I don't do that often. I feel like I always do hair. These brushes have like, I don't know. I like the tappy sounds of them. They're not glass, but they're like acrylic. That sounds so stupid. This isn't glass. What do you guys do for work? I know what Lauren does, but what do you do, Star Wars? Who's your favorite Star Wars? I like Baby Yoda. I know his name. Isn't it Grogu? Or am I thinking of American Dad? Grogu. I think it's Grogu. I never watched it. There's like the outside. Ooh, that's good. Do you like the slow TV tabs? Or like the there's some dry gel on the top of this. I'm gonna drink my soda. This feels so silly just talking to like little people. But like you can't talk back, so it's like weird. I don't know. If I have any tippy tips. Here's like tippy taps. Maybe I'm going too fast. Cleaning. Oh, well, you better give me your undivided attention. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I love the little heart. Do you guys? I have these stupid. I've been gem painting. I have so much stuff on this desk. But it's so satisfying to hear it. Should I just talk normally or should I keep whispering? What do you guys think? I fear I lost Star Wars. I fear I lost Star Wars. Hello? Okay, sorry, I was just making sure it was working. How dare he? You're my number one since day one. Okay, well, Lauren, what kind of sounds do you want to hear? Like this kind of brushes or like hair brushing? Do you want to hear something stupid? When people were saying, chat, are we cooked? I thought they were like streaming. I thought the joke was they were streaming and they were asking like chat. But someone told me it was about Chat GPT and now I feel dumb. But like, I don't use Chat GPT, so I don't know. That's not where my brain went. I need to like weigh this down or something. Or you have no. You dance at the club. Let's use a concealer brush next. It's a little bit stiffer. Its shape is more conducive to wiping instead of tapping like the other one. Do they still make those brushes that look like toothbrushes and you like went in? They were like, they had handles and they would like face that way and then you would just like rub. Do they still make those? I never used them. I just used like the same 3 brushes over and over again because I am rusty. Hello. How are you? Hi, welcome. All are welcome, and the more the merrier. Thank you. Not sponsored. Just really like Coke Zero. Here's another wide brush. It's softer and less stiff than the other one. I do like the way it fans over it, the microphone. Is this reminiscent of playing Baldur's Gate and having like that one person show up and then just leave? This is my favorite video. I'm leaving. What are you cleaning? I have never used this spongy thing in my life. I don't even know what it's for. I remember, like, back in the olden times, you would get an eyeshadow palette that was like this big, and there's like 4 colors or whatever. And there were always these Darth Maul spongy things. Like it had one on both sides, and you would just like dip it in, and you just and that's how we did it. You kids today, and you're like 80,000 Morphe brushes. You'll never know. And you would think, by the way I'm talking, that I'm like 50. No, I'm 28 years old, and I experienced this. The 2000s were not that long ago. I remember, I have a distinct memory. I had one of the like little kid makeup kits, and it had the little Darth Maul sponges thingy, and it was like rainbow eyeshadow palette or whatever. I was like 7, and I was obsessed with putting. It was like blue. It was like this shade of blue, and I would literally use like a shovel, and I would would do it over and over again because I was like convinced that like there was no coverage. I was like 7. What was I doing? Anyway, so then I would go show my mom. I would be like, Mom, and she would just look at me and be like, very nice. You're not going outside like that. And I was like, okay. Because she told me that I was too young to wear makeup because like, no, I was 7 or 8 or whatever. I don't know. I was not double digits yet. And like, I agree with her. I would not have let my child wear makeup because like, you don't need it. But also, what 7-year-old needs neon blue eyeshadow like it's 1987? So, I'm so glad there are no pictures of me from that era. I still do blue eyeshadow to this day, but I know how to do it. Not like back then when I was just shoving it on, calling it a day. And then I didn't wear makeup for a long time. I was allowed to wear mascara in middle school, but I never did. I did not start wearing makeup until I was 17 years old. Or maybe I was 16. I was junior. I remember because I did like the worst. I had like the eyeliner that was this big around, let it go. Because my mom was like, here it is. And I would try to make a wing with that, and it would literally just like, it was bad. But I did that for a year. And I still did it when I was a senior, too. And then I started doing my brows, and my brows were like, oh my god, girl. It was a lot. And then it was 2016. Okay, and then I started learning how to do makeup from beauty gurus on YouTube. And then so my eyebrows were not only like gigantic, but they were also like big. They were like squares. 13, yeah. I mean, my mom let me play with it, but I couldn't like go outside. your child. You're like, my makeup's late in 2015. I believe it. I think 90% of my makeup's late in 2015 and beyond. But then, like, you look back at certain looks and you're like, oh my god, I did that. And then you go back and you look and you look crazy. You're like, okay. I remember for this is so stupid, in 2017 for St. Patrick's Day, I did a green and gold look. I had gold all over my eyelid and dark green, like, wings. And I looked insane. But, like, the day I did it, I was like, I'm her. But then, and then I was also, that was like my BB cream era, where I used it. I put it all over my face. And I looked dusty. Okay, I looked dusty, but I was like, no, I'm good. And I would contour everything. And I would overline my lips, and I looked so So yeah, now I shave off my eyebrows and don't wear makeup, so the pipeline to that being bald is real. The pipeline from 2016, like Anastasia Beverly Hills, like when I tell you I still have half of that pot left, and I did brows every single day for like 3 years straight, and I still have half that pot left. The brush that I used to use is probably, I don't have it anymore, but it was disgusting. When I finally threw it out, it was like, it was an ankle brush like this. And because it was pomade, it was so caked and disgusting by the time I would wash it. Like every time I used it, I would like wipe it with a towel. Like once a week I was washing my, by the way, when you wear that much makeup, yeah, you gotta wash your brushes like once a week. Which I think you should anyway, but like, be for real, nobody does. Who's that lady on time? Anyway, I am getting off topic. So yes, Lauren, I believe that your makeup's late in 2015, but I like makeup now better because people are more like, I miss like the glam, like the 2016 glam, like we're going to class, it is 8 a.m. and I have a glitter cut crease. I do miss those days, but I don't miss waking up at 6 a.m. to do it. I don't miss that. But like, tell me why. Like, I was like snatched everywhere, but I like couldn't figure out how to do hair, so it's brown. And then my outfits were like sweatshirt, like I wear now, sweatshirt and jeans. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, but I look like I'm in gym class. I remember space buns were really popular too in that era, because like, oh my god, here's what I did. This is so stupid. This is when I had like waist length hair and it was brown. Because my natural hair color is like dark brown. So I would take like this much, right? Okay. My hair was like this long instead of this long. Okay, then I would braid it, and then I would wrap the braid, and it was like really cute, but like I didn't secure them very well. So randomly, like they would go from being like circles to just like turning into like little horns. And that's my life. Please do. I love space buns. I do them better now. They're like the tightest, littlest, like bull horns. You can do whatever you want, except I don't. Thank you for the hearts. I'm not really sure what those mean, but thank you so much. I would think, okay, here's the one thing that I think should come back into style, if nothing else does. And here's one thing that I think should go out of style. Thank you, I love the spam. One thing that I think should come back into style is cut creases for like the grocery store. But I think laminated brows are, I don't like them. So I would like them to go out. But let's be realistic. Guys, do whatever you want. If you want to wear 2016 makeup and laminated, you do it. Do it. I will support you 100%. I used to have so much makeup. One time I went through and I added up. I went through my makeup bin. Like it was a bin. Girl, it wasn't a bag. Bin. My God. Because like I lived in a home and I didn't have to pay any rent, so I had like a lot of extra money. And then I wasn't like, and I had a job. I had 2 jobs actually. And I wasn't thinking like of my future. Like, oh, I should save this. I mean, I was saving some of it, but the other half, I was like, I'm just gonna play with this, right? So I bought so much makeup between 2016 and 2019. I have purchased probably around $3,000 of cosmetics, and not all at once, of course. Like over, which like that's $1,000 a year. That's actually not that bad, but like I don't know. To me, it's like a lot of makeup early, and then I always keep things past their expiration date because I'm like, whatever. That's why I'm nasty. Depends on what it is. If it's like mascara, no, but like they're like eyeliner, things that are like directly touching your eye. That's a no-go. You need to replace that and like wash your brushes, of course. But like, I have a blush that I think expired like 2 years ago, but I still have it. It's powder. It's red. Just so like, I don't want to get rid of it. So I'm not going to. I used to have, I don't know if they make this anymore, but like before Kat Von D exited her company, they had this, it was called the Alchemy palette. It was 4 iridescent highlighters. So there was a blue one, a green one, a purple one, and I think the last one was like gold. It was my favorite thing ever. I hit pan almost immediately. Okay, so here's how I wear highlighter. Let me show you. Let's pretend this is this is not a very good brush. Let's pretend this is a highlighter brush. Dip in my highlighter. Go up and down my nose. On the tip. Dip it again. Cheek. Forehead. Upper lip. Chin. I did not blend in. That was 2016. I was not blending. Now, we're blending. Right? We're taking the highlighter under the brow, going on to these moments, and then just putting some on my nose. Less is more, is what I've come to find out for my own face specifically. But I will forever and always miss being a beacon of light for all of my highlighters. You don't understand. Thank you. Is your name Serena? That is a beautiful name. That is a Gorgina name. Thank you for watching. Do you want me to, because my mannequins are right here. Do you want me to start playing with them? I will, if you want. Just let me know. Yes, okay. So one of them does not have a name yet. So maybe you can name her. Okay, we've got this way. Yeah. Okay. Sarah Cherry. They do, Serena, they do. That's Sarah Cherry. She's got the longest hair. Okay. Then I have, oh my gosh, she's had a rough night. I have Marjorie Renee, whose hair I did cut into this lob, to which I called it short, not because I think it's short, but it was shorter. And people in the comments were like, "Didn't you short?" Okay. And then, okay. She doesn't have a name yet. Will you name her? And then let me know who you would like me to use. Okay. And then Sarah. She is my first mannequin. And I got, oh my gosh. I got Miss Thang over here. And then I got her most recently. Lauren, would you also like to chime in on what name you think I should give her? Sorry, I'm trying to see the chat window. So I look like hi. Yeah, her name is Suki. That's Miss Thang. I know I'm really putting you on the spot right now, big. Here. You can also just say they're hair colors because I don't expect anyone to remember their name. You know what? Okay. In honor of Miss Suki getting her name today, we'll use her. Okay, this is I'm gonna move this because that's in the way. So this is a little thingy. And they all have holes in the bottom. And you just go, and you can, if you loosen this part, you can move their head around, but I like to keep them steady. And then you just hook this to the table, and these are generally what cosmetology students are using when they gotta make it tight. When they are learning how to do different hair types, or people who do braiding. But I don't have any cosmetology skills. I just do this for fun. Okay. This table, I swear, I've had this table for years. I could tell you. Oh my gosh, yay. Behind the scenes, if I could tell you how old this table was, I would, but it's and girl, I'd be lying, I'm gonna move her. So I can actually read the chat. Okay, Suki, let's go. This way. There we go. Her hair is probably my favorite because it keeps its shape so well, as you can see. But that's also kind of what makes her a little bit it's fun to store because I'll pick her up and she'll be whereas head massage. As I'm gripping her neck. In a lot of my videos that I look mad, but I'm not mad. I just look like this. I have resting bee face. Like really bad. Like someone, people like have legitimately asked if I'm like pissed at them because I just sit there like this. And they're like, hey, and I'm like, oh hey. Do you guys think that's a water sign thing? Or is it like I just don't have a good poker face thing? Or I should say my poker face is angry. Lauren, are you here? I hope you all had a great Monday. Just taking a little break. I made a video right before this too, so I'm like, there's so much hair everywhere. You are so welcome. If you want me to keep doing it, let me know. I'm just taking a quick wrist break. But in the meantime, oh, she ate. She's fed. I think that ASMR is so fun to do. I think anyone who is thinking about it should just try it. Even if it sucks at first, because my first videos were bad. Like hitting the microphone, dropping shit, my advice, to which I'm a nobody, but my advice is if you want to do something, do it. Even if nobody else is watching, you will find your people. Good night, everyone.